From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get ready. Check. Lucky. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve. Hey, lock it. Check the backer. Check.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Break. 54. Mike 54. Bound to lose one. Switch. Down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
15 line. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Ford. That's complete. It's Gordon. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, exit. Hey, watch it. 5.
Operating from the gun. 4. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Mostert. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This is Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Adams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm here all day. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And Boswell's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Took you out long. Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3. Here we go. Safety 3.
Here's Mostert. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Now Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Thomas has got it. Complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Ford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Murray now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, Ford. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 8, read. Watch the screen. Bam.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check safety, check safety.
Now. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Looking to throw. Ford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tackles, tackles. Check 31, check 31. Come on. 36.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You don't know no better. Fight 51, Mike 50. Time on. Watch the boot. Watch twist. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Michael Thomas. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Austin, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We got three.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Watch the run. Switch. Anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Ford. He's got it. This is Bilal Powell. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
1, 2.
They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Throwing on 1st down. Ford. Open is Powell. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. He's at the 30, past the 20. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 5. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Go. 51, Mike. 51.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, here's Adams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Austin. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Go.
Check 24, check 24.
Check it.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Man, I got you.
Look at me. Go.
This is the running back, Powell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Powell. And an alley to run. The 40. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Pick the edge. Go.
Hey, Sam on.
Bang.
Hit it.
Powell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Protein spell. Dude.
Back to throw. Ford. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Get ready.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us. For Charlie